Adam Kownacki defeats Chris Areola via unanimous decision. Let's talk about it. Now, as you guys know, I did a fight preview video about this quite early, a couple of months ago, making a prediction. And I predicted it would be an early, I'd say that I make a prediction maybe 1 to 3 or 4 rounds. Knockout for, for a stoppage knockout, maybe a couple times for Chris Arreola vs Kownacki. And I was incorrect. It was don't get me twisted. Kownacki started quite fast. He hit. Started very fast. He hit Arreola with a couple good shots. Great exchanges. There was times where Chris Arreola pushed out. He pushed Kownacki back. Kownacki had a bit of the better work. It was the first few rounds, I would say, was quite even. It was quite very even, because Arreola was doing it. He was taking shots. He was tucking up good. He was swinging left hook quite well. Kownacki showing a good chin. No punch resistance issues at all so far. He hasn't been in with a big puncher, but he's taken flush shots, consecutively to the face. He seems like a very tough guy. Got his nose bleeding, didn't phase him, kept going. Chris Arreola, very old. He's 38. He's been fighting for a while. Been a bit inactive. He came in better shape than. Obviously, he's not in the greatest shape, but for him, it was quite decent shape. His work rate was quite good. And what was interesting about this fight was this fight made history. This was the fight that the copybox said that they threw 2,000 punches or something crazy like that. So this fight, it surpasses the David Tuna fight and is now the heavyweight fight that has the most punches. Is this fight, and it was an action-packed slugfest, to be honest, because they were standing in the pocket hitting each other. Maybe if that was a young guy, Chris Arreola, he would have gave Kownacki even more problems, because he was in the pocket, he was standing there, he was taking shots. I don't think Chris Arreola is a powerful fighter. I feel like it's volume, because this guy threw a hell of a lot of punches in the first 5 rounds. I mean, Chris Arreola, he was taking them, he was smiling, but he's a tank. He just keeps throwing more punches. He's throws much more punches. They haven't got a lot of snap on them, and I do believe that Kownacki has a stamina problem. If he fights somebody who has a quicker work rate than him and a bit more stamina, could give him problems second half of the fight. We saw that in the Charles Martin fight. Charles Martin finished very strong. Hit Kownacki with good shots, but Kownacki took them. He's shown a very good chin so far. But he wasn't denting Chris Arreola. Arreola was, as he usually does when he gets hit, he did it against Wilder a few times at the start. He started showboating, not crossing, not to his head saying, that's it, I'm taking it. But again, Arreola was fit. He went a few rounds, and I know some people in the comments were saying like, it was a robbery. No, don't get it twisted. Kownacki definitely won. It wasn't an easy fight. Like I said, I predicted him to take out. I thought Chris Arreola was finished. I thought somebody who walks forward in the pocket to fight with Kownacki would surely get stopped quite early. Someone like Spilka, who moves around a lot, got stopped early. So imagine somebody who comes forward. And, Chris Arreola has been knocked down a few times, got dropped by, Stavern, stopped by Wilder, obviously. Didn't get really stopped by Klitschko, got stopped on this stool. But he's been stopped a few times. So I thought, and to be honest, someone like Kownacki should be stopping a Chris Arreola. Let's just be honest. Was it a fat performance when the stock go down? Probably. Decision win against Chris Arreola at 38 years old, who's about to retire. I wouldn't say it's the best performance. It didn't lit the world of night. I mean, especially as Deontay Wilder was commentary and watching. I think they're trying to set up a fight between them. Didn't really get people scared. I mean, Arreola, he's a tough guy, decent chin, but I felt that it was more Kownacki's power wasn't really intimidating Areola. You know, he was hurt a few times, but not really hurt. He was more buzzed and just got hit, but he kept coming forward and pushing him back and holding and kind of sucking the punch up and just brutally keep coming forward. You know, so listen, these guys were throwing so much leather. You know, they showed a lot. It was a good fight to watch. It was one of the fights. Is a classic. It's one of those heavyweight fights that you're gonna watch back, and you're gonna think to yourself, "It's a hell of a fight." You know, I do think Kownacki has stamina issues, and his punches are quite generic. You know, there wasn't that much jabbing. There wasn't much technician. It was more, like I said, it was a slugfest. It was stand in the pocket and swing to the, you know, just boom, boom, and hitting each other. You know, Kownacki got hit flush plenty of times. Chris Arreola isn't the most powerful heavyweight, but you know, he took it, showed a good chin. So what next for Kownacki? You know, because you know, they're talking about the Wilder fight will be later on next year, which I'm not really interested in, to be honest. You know, I'll be picking Wilder, and I think Wilder will be a very heavy favourite. You know, Kownacki has a good chin, but you know, to beat Deontay Wilder, you need a good offense. You know, I don't think Wilder has the best of chins. You know, but somebody with a bit more spark in their, a bit more flame and spark in their chest will give him problem. You know, get me twisted. Kownacki's not gonna run over like, you know, he's gonna be tough. You know, I expect him to come forward and tuck up tight and try and pressure Deontay, but with the size, the reach, the power, the jab, and you know, I expect Deontay to take him out, to be honest, because he's tailor-made. He comes forward, he doesn't really move around. His feet are not the most amazing, you know, and yeah, he I feel like his stamina isn't that good. You know, he seems very, just not gonna. I don't think he'd beat Deontay Wilder. I think he'll push him, but I don't think he'll beat him. I think he's a great fighter to watch. They can be twisted. I think him against Derek Chisora would be an amazing fight. Him against Rivas would be an amazing fight. Him against Andy Ruiz, very interesting fight. You know, very interesting. I think you know, Andy Ruiz is a better technician. You know, both got good chins. You know, both throw punches. I think Andy Ruiz's count was a bit better, but that'd be an interesting fight. So he is definitely in the top 15. Kownacki. Can he beat? You know, would he give someone like a Joshua problem? Again, we've got to see how good his chin is for me, because when he fights someone who's got power and he can really bang, we're gonna find out. Because if he can take that punch, similar to a Miller, if he could, you know, we don't. I think, to be honest, Miller, Jarrell Pharmacy Miller is not really in the picture anymore. But if he can take a punch, he's a problem for any heavyweight, especially someone like Joshua, because we know Joshua doesn't like pressure fighters. So, but him against any of the guys, Takam, Chisora, Rivas, they'll give you amazing fights. But I feel like, you know, going the distance with a war, you know, the scorecards were a little bit dubious, because I feel like Arreola was in it at the beginning of a few rounds, but yeah, Kownacki should have really got him out of there, you know. But then again, styles make fights. You know, so I got that prediction wrong. But where do you think Kownacki goes next, guys? Let me know. You know, he's fought quite decent opponents now, but I think it's time to step up. You know, maybe a Deontay Wilder's a bit too soon, in my opinion. You know, we've got guys that are under him, such as, you know, the Joseph Parkers of the world, the Chisora, even the Chisoras, you know, the Rivases as well. Even someone like Attackam would, you know, just that, you know, he needs to just fight one of those kind of guys before fighting a Deontay or a Joshua. Maybe if Ruiz loses to Joshua, can fight Ruiz, former world champion, who knows? Or even Joshua if he loses to Ruiz. So we don't know, but he's definitely got, you know, if he's with PBC, I expect him to maybe fight. You know, for some weird reason, I don't think Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder will fight after his Ortiz fight. He may fight Kownacki, or Kownacki v Ortiz. You know, we don't know who's going to win. But look, I'm looking forward to the fight. I think it's going to be a great fight. And he's an exciting heavyweight. He is not a Tyson Fury. He's not a boxing mover. He's an exciting heavyweight, and he's going to put in some exciting fights. And this is what it is. We're living in a golden age of the heavyweight division. So let me know what you guys think about Adam Kownacki. I would say his performance, 7 out of 10. Got the job, got the win, outworked him, didn't stop him. But then again, Areola is a tough guy, but I thought stylistically he would be able to hurt him. But I don't think Kownacki is the most powerful heavyweight, so that might be his weakness. But we'll see. I'm out.